right. Yo, Adam must have hired fucking Sean Sotero. He got some official shit over here. Okay. All right, bet. Somebody said it was in her hands, though. Renzo, I see you and I hear you with that, but we're trying to be very careful. We're going to see if we hear that. I know we've heard many things leading up to this, but we've seen even the police reports have been wrong at times. The police report that said that Meg wasn't the first police report before the report that came from the initial paramedics and the first doctor said Meg wasn't shot. There was another additional page because she was looked at by another doctor who then took out some things from her legs and ran tests on it, and then that's what they said she was shot. So the only thing that matters now is what we hear now in the final. Anyway, let's go to Gayle King and Meg Thee Stallion. This is a very important interview, right? Let's see if we can play the whole thing. Here we go, people.
Us through what happened that night. It starts, you're at a party at Kylie Jenner's house.
I had went there and we were just hanging out, and I was ready to go because I had been there all day.
So you guys end up in a car.
Bingo. Remember I told you Meg was there at the party before Tori. She was drunk by the time Tori gets there. Tori showed up. It's like you at a party and you invite your girl to come through. Like, nah, come here. I'm here. It's cool. Everything's cool. Like, yo, they know you. Like, come through. Meg invited Tori. So Meg was there with her best friend, which is obviously Kelsey. So it looked like she's kind of telling. It's the funny thing about Meg's story is like she's telling certain stuff. And by the way, I don't want to accuse Meg of being a liar. You know what I mean? I think those are, harsh accusations for a woman that did get hurt. And as much as I talk about this whole thing, I do have sympathy for her because she did definitely get hurt. Definitely. Right. However, it is very important that we don't convict someone who might not be guilty. Right. We have to take precaution despite us acknowledging her hurt. Right. Now, she's thrown around a lot of allegations, some which I feel have just muddied the situation that we don't even know what we're doing anymore. Right. Again, keep in mind, she was heavily intoxicated and she's recounting what happened on that night. And the further she gets from that moment and the more she has to tell that story might evolve into something else, right?
And I was ready to go because I had been there all day.
So you guys end up in a car. You, Tory Lanez, your friend at the time, Kelsey, and his driver/security.
Mm-hmm.
Tory Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, is a Grammy-nominated rapper and singer from Canada. Kelsey Harris was one of Meg Thee Stallion's best friends from Houston. There was an argument, and you get out of the car, right?
At that point, the argument wasn't even with me. Like, the argument was with the two people in the backseat.
Okay, another contradiction. Remember, the prosecutors now trying to say that the argument was with Meg, but it was Meg telling Tory that his music is trash. Now, we go back to this interview, she's saying that it wasn't with her and anyone. It was with Tory and Kelsey. Contradictory again.
It wasn't even with me. Like, the argument was with the two people in the backseat. So I asked the driver to pull the car over. Like, I'm done with this. And I should have stayed out of the car. Like, I should have not got back in the car. Mm-hmm. And they was like, Megan, just get back in the car. We almost there. Like, just get back in. Mm-hmm. So I get back in the car. It's like it's getting worse.
The arguing in the car.
The arguing in the car is getting worse. And I don't want to be in this car no more. Like, because I see it's getting crazy. Mm-hmm. So I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. Yes. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, dance. And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Oh my God. Hold on. We're going to back up just a little bit. We have another person who's in court. We're going to go to their side chat. Listen, man, this is the fucking control room, man. Fuck CNN, nigga. Why y'all need CNN when y'all got Big Act? We got everybody's side. James Quealat. Okay, wait. No. Did I not spell his name right? It's James Quealat. LLYLAT. That should be it. Or maybe not. Give me 1 second. James. Right here. Got him. Got him, chat. Let's see. He works at LA Times. Perfect. Okay, so we could vouch his credibility right now. Works for LA Times. Let me just look at his blue check. These days you gotta like check the blue check. You feel me? You know, if a nigga just bought this shit with that Twitter blue shit, man. This is a legacy verified account. Okay? So it was verified before. I think they put Twitter blue back in the joint right now. Anyway. Here we go, people. Here we go. We got another Twitter thread to read. We're going to get back to that video. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Okay. Here we go. Quick thread on openings. Prosecution case is pretty straightforward. Meg Thee Stallion will say Tory Lanez shot her. Kelsey will say Tory Lanez is a shooter. Lane's apology voicemails and texts are tantamount to a confession. This is what the district or usually assistant district attorney, the assistant district attorney is saying. Look, I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. Shit should have never happened, and I can't change what I did. Lane's alleged text message to Meg the day after the shooting. In a recorded jail call, Meg Lanes was also apologetic, said he was drunk at the time of the incident. Important to note, in none of the partial transcripts we've seen yet does Lanes ever apologize for specifically shooting anyone, though he's clearly expressing remorse about something. That's what I keep saying. It's going to be who could convince the jury what that apology was for. If I'm Tory Lanez, like, again, I'm repeating myself, but if I'm Tory Lanez's lawyer, yo, he's apologizing for fucking with both of their heads. He's probably lying to both. Nah, Kelsey, I want you. Nah, I don't want Meg. Like, yo, like, she finds out that you're fucking Meg. No, Kelsey, I always wanted you. Like, yo, I know Meg's a bigger star, but, like, I really want you. You a badder bitch. Like, yo, I really want you type shit. You know what I mean? Like, I want you. You know what he's probably telling Meg? Yo, I never wanted Kelsey. Like, I always really, my whole goal, like, bro, he risen him up, bro. Lying, nigga. Like, come on. Now, maybe he's apologizing because now they're fighting over him. So he's apologizing like, yo, my bad. Like, yo, I shouldn't have got y'all in that situation, lied to y'all, and also acted up at that party to make y'all be fighting to turn into this. Maybe that's what it is. Again, it's all about arguments. You get what I mean? Arguments by the defense attorney. The defense attorney, I'm going to say, nah, he's arguing for fucking them both. Nah, Tory should have, should keep that little dirty dick in his pants. Know what I mean? Just keeping it a bean with y'all. Anyway, Bot says things. This is the district attorney says things got heated between Meg and Lanes in the car because Meg insulted his skills. Ironically, Lane's record about shooting her later was far and away his worst received by critics. Bro, nigga, stick to the facts and stop trying to give rap commentary. Nigga, I played that. Yo, his album where he was going crazy. You remember the song I played at the beginning of the stream when he was like, yo, they're trying to see me? Come on, man. Tory went crazy on that. Bro, no. Yo, one in the chat if you think that Meg raps better than Tory. Two in the chat if you think that Tory rap better than Meg. Bro, nobody's believing that, bro. Like, nobody's believing that shit, bro. I'm sorry to say. One, if you think Meg raps better than Tory. Two, if you think Tory raps better than Meg. Bro, like, we're not believing that. Yo, what type of thing is this, dog? Stop playing, dog. Now, come on, man. Y'all got to come with a better one than that, bro. You see, he's saying, yo, you know who critics are? Dudes who don't listen to hip-hop, bro. Critics. Y'all talking about critics on Pitchfork who are just woke as fuck? They're the one who trashed Drake recent project. Oh, Drake is like, was it Pitchfork or Rolling Stone? Oh, his toxic masculinity bleeds through. He is insecure. What the fuck that got to do with rapping, motherfucker? Thank you for the vote of confidence. I see y'all. YouTube, man. Yo, YouTube is turning up. YouTube is turning the fuck up. Holy. Twitch turning up too, but I ain't gonna lie. I want to send a real nice salute out to YouTube. Please, all of y'all, if y'all watching right now, all 15,000 of y'all, please subscribe to the channel. This stream and plus other material will be up on the channel afterwards. Anyway, let me continue. It says, we didn't get far into the defense openings, but George, this is a new lawyer. Remember I told you Sean Hawley, that was Tory's lawyer before. Let me use the Elon Musk term. She got exited, okay? George Medijan, I think I'm saying his name right. Medijan is the new lawyer, and I hear he's a wolf. Says the case is about jealousy between Meg and Kelsey Harris. Claims Kelsey was mad mad that Kelsey was mad Meg went behind her back, slept with Lanes. That similar situation arose among the two women involved, the baby and Ben Simmons. By the way, I could tell by them stating this, they probably inquired if the baby or Ben Simmons would be interested in taking a stand, and just to say, oh yeah, we used to deal with both of those ladies. Clearly, both men would obviously want no parts. Ben Simmons got to figure out how to drop 20 points, and the baby got to figure out, how to sell out a couple venues. You feel me? And I'm joking about both of them, but I fuck with both. But still, no, you don't want to be in this case. You don't want to be in this case because you're going to isolate your female followers. The baby needs to keep his female followers, and Ben Simmons needs as much support as he could get, or to duck any criticism ever. Okay? Defense case, as expected, seems to be wandering towards an alternative shooter theory. Medijan has yet to accuse Kelsey of shooting Meg, but they did say they had a physical fight at the scene. Okay? And somebody did over here, but actually he was innocent. I never said nobody was innocent. I told you what the evidence was. Everything I told you, I never told you. I've still never said that Tory never shot Meg. I don't know. I'm just telling you all the details that lead up to it suggest that he would not be found guilty. And I keep having the opinion that whether Tory's found guilty or innocent, it doesn't mean that it will actually prove what happened that night. I think there's too much gray area in there. It's all about narrative, all about believability. It's all about who is seen as the person you want to believe. It don't seem like there's no smoking gun where you could be like, this is what definitely happens. And if either side had a story like that, they would have been brought it out. They would have said, yo, we got a video footage. Oh, we asked a witness last week. She was on vacation for like 3 years. She came back. Her crib actually has the full tape of what happened. We don't know. Anyway. Okay, so that's pretty much the prosecution case, and the defense is going to say that pretty much, hey, and you got to realize, by the way, here's the thing too, and we're going to get on some other shit. The defense they just have to create reasonable doubt. You get what I mean? So you might be like, well, why are they accusing, you might be like, well, why are they accusing Kelsey? In reality, their whole goal is only to basically put in the air that Tory didn't do it. They don't have to go beyond on some crazy shit to show that Tory definitely didn't do it. They just got to put some questions in the air. Well, are y'all sure Tory did it if this happened? Are y'all sure Tory did it if this happened? Are y'all sure Tory did it when this woman could have done it? Are y'all sure Tory did it when she had more motive than Tory? It's going to come down to, well, why would Tory just instantly shoot a woman if he wasn't fighting with the woman? Usually the escalation methods is y'all were fighting, then you go for the gun. Why would Tory, if Tory wasn't fighting, why would Tory just pull out a gun? So all these things are going to happen. Anyway, let me keep playing this thing.
So fast. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, dance. And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like he shot a couple of times. Mm-hmm. And I was so
is he
scared.
in the car shooting from the car, Megan?
He is standing up over the window shooting. Mm-hmm. And
that's important to note. So Meg seems to be alluding that He says standing up over the window and shooting. Standing up over the window and shooting. Help me decipher that. Standing up over the window and shooting means that he's in the car, but maybe the window is lowered. How else, right? So he's in the car, standing up over the window and shooting. Remember. Sounds like he's in a car. Because what other window would there be? Let's keep going.
I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick. Like, because I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
Were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before. And I looked down at my feet because I wasn't even, the adrenaline is pumping so hard. I'm not sure if he hit me. Like, I feel it, but I don't understand what's happening. So I look down at my feet and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm really bleeding. So I like drop down and I crawl in somebody's driveway. Like, I can't believe you shot me.
We heard that part.
And what is he saying, Tory Lanez saying
He's
after
apologizing. He's, I'm so sorry.
It's interesting because in one of her Instagram lives, she said her back was turned. But now it looked like Meg's a fucking cyclops. She got like a third eye in the middle of the back of her head. I don't know.
Please don't tell nobody. I'll give y'all $1 million if y'all don't say nothing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you offering me money right now? Help me. Like, and if you sorry, just help me. Like,
It's interesting because she also doesn't say that Tory punched her best friend. Okay.
But at that moment,
we didn't even make it to the house. Like, somebody had already called the police, and it was like so many of them. It was hella.
That is another question too. She said we didn't make it to the house. When you say Tory was offering you money, was he offering you money not to go to the hospital and the police? Because, you know, you said you were injured. Why wouldn't you think bring me to the hospital?
Coppers, I was like, oh my God, we all about to die. Like, the George Floyd incident had just happened. The police are definitely very much shoot first, ask.
I've seen some women actually try to go with this little phony shit right here. So someone shot you, and you're so scared of him, and even in the aftermath, now you're saying you want that nigga under the jail. You're crying when retelling the story. But you're saying the guy who shot you, who according to the prosecutors forced you and your best friend, after he punched your best friend, to get back in the car with him, and you're telling me that you're scared, you're more scared of the cops than the nigga who just gave you a Legos? People, listen, I was born at night. Just not last night. So you're telling me it's like a nigga doing a drive-by with you. A nigga did a drive-by on you. He hit you like 4 times in the leg. He threw your ass in the trunk. And now you get pulled over by the cops. And you're like, oh my God, now I'm really in trouble. The cops are going to kill me, not this guy. Just think about this. So the guy who shot you, you feel safer in his care than the cops. What type of brainwashing have you been under that you think that a male who shot you is more of a danger in that situation? And granted, I'm not going to knock any black person who might be a little bit vigilant or a little bit weary of the police. We all know where we live at. But if a nigga gave you a leg shot, I goddamn well sure won't feel more comfortable in his care and with him than the cops. Make this make sense. Tell me if I'm wildin'. Tell me if I'm like, nah. If my op shot me and I was in the car with my op some magically how, and the cop pulled us over, I would be like, nah, cop, I'm good. I'm hanging with my op. He just gave me a leg, guys. I'm good. Like, you don't kill me, like, cause he won't kill me. Huh? Okay.
Questions after. So I'm like, It's a hot gun in the car. I'm bleeding. I've been shot. They about to kill somebody. Like something bad is about to.
Again, I don't want to feel like I'm repeating myself. It's a hot gun in the car. I'm bleeding. I'm shot. Why does your fear of Tory go away? If he shot you while you were away from him, why don't you think he might not finish the job off if you're now right next to him in a car on some Melly shit? Why? Okay. Listen, I'm just going along with this. But y'all just tell me. Y'all tell me. For my bruvs in the UK, you tell me that man them stab you, and you hop in the car with Mandem, and the popo pull up, and you tell the popo, nah, bruv, I'm good. I'm just cooling with my op real quick on the ends, rather than actually saying, oh, this nigga shot me. Get me the fuck on out of here. Let me go back to, they said No Jumpers page has the, No Jumpers page has the defense. Okay, let's see if we can find the defense. Here's the defense opening statements. Cool. Defense opening statements. The defense called out the prosecution for skipping and not mentioning Meg Thee Stallion drunken jealous tirade. Bingo. Bruh, drunkenness is going to be brought up. Mentioning Meg Thee Stallion drunken jealous tirade that led to Kylie Jenner kicking her out of the party. Remember I told y'all? She start wilding on Tory. Nigga, who the fuck you think you are, nigga? Like, yo, you over here like, yo, I invite you a party, you acting up, nigga. Like, yo, what you think? You think you hot or something, nigga? Start getting loud. It's after she busts a kiss on Tory mid-pool. Kylie's watching like, yo, this is some Blueface Christian Rock shit. Kylie singing to one of her like top flight Navy SEAL security. Away with these ratchets! Away! Get these fucking ratchets the fuck out of my house. So they got kicked out. When Meg got kicked out of Kylie's party, Tory left with her. By the way, Tory had to leave, from what I hear, because Tory was invited by Meg. On the ride home, Tory and Meg started arguing. Kelsey sided with Megan. Tory then exposed Megan had an intimate relationship with him behind Kelsey's back to get Kelsey to turn on Megan. It worked. Whoa, is this Tory's side? Oh, wow, okay. I was hearing that Kelsey kind of found out at the moment that Meg and Tory was fucking. But okay, now we're hearing that Tory exposed Meg. Like, yo, Meg, I've been fucking you. What you talking about? Like, yo, you know I've been talking to your best friend for a minute, and now I'm fucking you. Type shit, you know what I mean? And Kelsey's like, what? Okay. Kelsey then told Tory, oh, she always does this. Then she told Tory that Meg had an intimate relationship with the baby and Ben Simmons behind Kelsey's back after Kelsey began dating both men. This confession escalated Megan and Kelsey's argument. The defense alleges that Meg demanded the SUV to be pulled over. Moments later, she hopped out, went over to Kelsey's side of the vehicle, and began to beat up Kelsey. Gave her the beats. Give me a second, chat. Since we here, let me pull up the police report. Let's figure this out. Give me a second, chat. I got all this for y'all. Don't worry, man. Don't worry, chat. Y'all know I got all this shit for y'all. We're gonna figure out who Sean Kelly is. We're gonna see who the. Here we go. Okay. Bingo. Cool. Here we go, chat. chat. Come on, man. So the defense alleges that Meg, the man the SUV pulled over, hopped out, went over to Kelsey's side of the vehicle, grabbed her out like this, lifted her 10 feet in the air, nigga, and gave her a fucking Batista bomb, nigga. You heard me? After the Batista bomb, nigga, gave her a fucking, nigga, she fucking gave her a people's elbow and then gave her a choke slam. You heard me? So now, he said a witness, Sean Kelly, the owner of the resident, the SUV was parked, where the SUV was parked, told the police he witnessed this. Let's see what the police report says. You know Big Act got it. Okay, here we go. Investigation. This is a detective. That responded to this, met with the witnesses who provided this following statement. Witness Sean Kelly, remember that's the guy? He advised that he lived in, people know it now. He stated he heard arguments outside of his bedroom. He looked outside and observed a black Escalade. He stated that the passenger door was open and observed 4 suspects, 2 females and 2 males. Kelly stated that one male was heavy set, that clearly is a bodyguard, definitely not Tory. Tory's skinny. And the second was thin, Tory, right? He stated that the rear passenger exited from the vehicle, one of the females. Now we're getting to realize that's Meg, and began fighting with the other females. So Meg basically, it's like, yo, you ever watch like Royal Rumble and all of a sudden there's a match going on and you just hear like somebody else's music and somebody's running out to the ring? That's exactly pretty much what happened. You feel me? You know what I mean? Glass shatters, Meg's running out like Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Meg's ready to fucking, you know what I mean, give a Stone Cold stunner to her best friend. You heard me? Okay, cool. So it says Meg started fighting with her friend. Okay. At one point, Kelly observed one female crawl out of the black Escalade onto the driveway. This got to be Kelsey because she's getting the beats. You know what I mean? Like getting the beats, getting pummeled. Oh, or maybe not. Because remember allegedly Meg got shot and she crawled over there, right? But we don't hear the shots yet. At one point, observed female. He doesn't say he heard the shots yet. I'm just going by what he said. He observed one female crawl out of black Escalade and onto the driveway, blah, blah. Kelly heard approximately 4 to 5 gunshots. Okay, that's interesting. Is he saying that the gunshots happened while they were in the car and then someone crawled out? That would be interesting because even till now, we still think Meg's exiting the vehicle and walking away, back turned, as she said, then bullets are firing, right? Then she allegedly gets hit, she kind of falls, crawls over to the side of the road, right? Kelly stated that both males, Kelly stated that both males were punching, closed fists, one of the females and dragged her back into the vehicle. Now, we're going to use a little bit of brain power here. If you heard 4 to 5 gunshots and you saw 2 males punching one of the females and dragging her into the car, what does that tell y'all people? You're trying to disarm someone who just used a fucking weapon. You got to get the weapon away from, like, it only makes sense. Why would, if y'all have a gun and y'all just shot one woman, if the man had the gun, why not shoot the other woman? It only makes sense you had to sock her out. You had to sock her out. Boof. What the fuck? Let's keep it going. They said it was punching her, closed fist, one of the females, and dragged her into the vehicle. The vehicle fled southbound on Nichols Canyon Road, briefly stopped at the driveway, and continued southward towards Hollywood Boulevard. Witness, and this is another witness right here. So this is the first witness, right? Sean Kelly. This one says that they heard gunshots and an unknown suspect saying, yo, you crazy. What you doing? He heard loud and observed a newer model Escalade, blah, blah, blah. And then conducted a U-turn. Vehicle conducted, blah, blah, then stopped. Okay, so he didn't hear much. Everybody's saying 5 shots. The vehicle conducted, okay. Witness 4 to 6 were consistent with witness 3, saying they heard 5 gunshots, observed the vehicle traveling on that thing, and conducted a U-turn. They heard arguing and observed. Okay. All right. So Sean Kelly's in court, or Sean Kelly is going to be in court, or his statement is being used by the defense. Let's keep it going. Okay. All right. Y'all tell me if anybody else updates. Let me keep watching this a little bit.
What happened?
So somebody hears the gunshots. They call the police. The police come, and they say what to you?
They tell everybody to get out
Get
the
out
car.
of the car.
TMZ obtained video from that night.
And then you could see the footage of me in the swimsuit, limping backwards, feet bleeding.
And they say to you, what happened here?
I don't remember everything they said to me, but I remember them asking me what's happening, what happened to you. And I didn't want them to kill any of us or shoot any of us. So I just said I stepped on glass because I didn't
Why did you say that? Why didn't you say he shot me?
For some reason, I was just trying to protect all of us because I didn't want them to kill us. Like, even though this person just did this to me, my first.
Well, this is why she's gonna be amazing on the stand. Well, okay, we get it. You didn't want the cops to kill y'all, but didn't you think that Tory might just kill you?
Reaction still was to try to save us. Like, I didn't want to see anybody die. So I just said, I stepped on glass. So when I see people trying to use that against me, like trying to act like I'm lying, oh, she stepped on glass, she never got shot. I'm the one who said I stepped on glass. I was lying to protect all of us. And sometimes I wish I really would have never said that.
You wish you would have just told the truth.
I wish I would have told the truth, but if it saved all of us from dying, then that's just probably what it was meant to be.
So when you told the police you stepped on glass, did they believe you?
I don't know.
So how did you go from the glass, did you go to the hospital?
So they took me straight to the hospital. And the police questioned me. And I said it was just glass.
You still stuck with that
story? I stuck with it was glass. And right as the officers was like, okay, we done with this, we leaving, the doctor came in and he was like, you know, you got bullets in both of your feet. Like, you got fragments in this foot and it's like right on the back of your Achilles. And I'm like,
there is a medical report that says that there were bullets, that you had been shot. And the medical report also says that to this day you still have
bullet fragments
in your
my
foot.
feet.
And there are still many people, as we sit here today, Megan, that don't even believe you were shot.
There is a hot gun in the car.
Yeah.
What else? What happened?
In text messages obtained by CBS News, Kelsey Harris, the other woman in the car, texted Megan's security guard saying, "Help, Tory shot Meg."
I really thought that we were all friends. And sometimes I feel like I put the blame on myself because when my mom passed, I just felt like I was looking for some type of family environment and I was letting so many people in.
Letting so many people in what? Ben Simmons, the baby. I don't want to name like the other 20. Letting so many people in what?
All friends. And sometimes I feel like I put the blame on myself because when my mom passed, I just felt like I was looking for some type of family environment and I was letting so many people in and I didn't care who it was. I just wanted to feel like I got family and I got people that care about me and just I could hang out with everybody and I was just going through it.
What was the nature of your relationship with Tory Lanez? Because he has led people to believe that it was a sexual relationship, that it was that you two were dating. What was the nature?
We were not dating. We were really close. We were friends. We hung out like every day. And his mom passed too. So when I felt like we were bonding over that. And
did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah. Did you have?
I think it's a lead poisoning still in the hooves. The lead poison still in the hoofs, man.
And his mom passed too. So when I felt like we were bonding over that.
Yo, women are such cap artists. Oh no, we were only bonding over the fact that we both lost our moms. We were bonding over grief. These are the type of lies women tell you when they try to convince you that the nigga who they fucking on the side, they ain't fucking. No, that's just like we just connect spiritually. We're just bonding over like, you know, we both lost our moms. No, it's nothing sexual. No, not at all.
And
Did you have an intimate relationship with him?
like sexual?
Yeah. Did you, Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my
Let me ask y'all a question. If Tory got a video of him donkey fucking her, I'm not saying he does. I'm just asking a question. Would it be out of line if his lawyer brought up this interview? Well, actually, the prosecutor already copped the plea and said that he fucked. But imagine they were still saying, "Oh, he never fucked." Imagine Tory was just like, "Yo, I got Shorty on the iPhone."
sexual relationship, that it was, that you two were dating. What was the nature
We
of
were
your...
not dating. We
What was
were
the-
really close. We were friends. We hung out like every day. And his mom passed.
Yeah, I keep telling y'all, man. This is why women are the best cheaters in the world, man. They will lie without breaking a sweat. We were not fucking. We were not dating. We were just friends. Think about when a chick you've been fucking with actually tells you she friends with somebody else. This is how they all look. Believable, nigga.
believe that it was a sexual relationship, that it was, that you two were dating. What was the nature
We
of
were
your...
not dating. We
What was
were
the-
really close. We were in a family environment, and I was letting so many people in. What happened?
In text messages obtained by CBS News, Kelsey Harris, the
I
other
gotta
woman
go
in
back,
the car,
man.
texted Megan's security guard saying, "Help, Tory shot Meg."
I really thought that we were all friends. And sometimes I feel like I put the blame on myself because when my mom passed, I just felt like I was looking for some type of family environment, and I was letting so many people in, and I didn't care who it was. I just wanted to feel like I got family and I got people that care about me, and just I could hang out with everybody, and I was just going through it.
What was the nature of your relationship with Tory Lanez? Because he has led people to believe that it was a sexual relationship, that it was, that you two were dating. What was the nature
We
of
were
your...
not dating. We
What was
were
the-
really close. We were friends. We hung out like every day. And his mom passed too. So when I felt like we were bonding over that. And
Did you have an intimate relationship with him?
like sexual?
Yeah. Did you, Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes.
Yo, them two little. That's what every girl do with a fucking line.
We were really close. We were friends. We hung out like every day. And his mom passed too. So when I felt like we were bonding over that. And
Did you have an intimate relationship with him?
like sexual?
Yeah. Did you, Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with,
That arm right there.
like sexual?
Yeah. Did you, Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
So why do you think he's putting out the story that the two of you had a relationship and that you're making the whole thing up?
I think that he is trying to deflect from the fact that he committed a crime.
Tory Lanez pleaded not guilty to assault and weapons charges related to the shooting. We asked his attorney about Megan's allegations in this story. She responded that they look forward to addressing Ms. Pete's claims, including her inconsistencies, discrepancies,
Remember, this is Sean Holly. This is the former attorney of Tory.
and omissions when his case goes to trial later this year.
How has your life changed since you were shot?
I feel like my anxiety is worse. I feel like my relationship with people is it's gotten very cold because I'm not as trusting as I used to be.
I was going to ask you, is it hard for you to trust people?
Like, I've got this wall and I don't want to make any friends, and I'm trying to be as nice as I can to everybody. I don't even, new people, I probably don't even hold a conversation longer than 30 minutes because I feel like every time I'm talking, I'm like on the verge of tears, and I don't want to have to explain to strangers why I'm crying.
Yeah.
Half the time I just want to pick up the phone and call my mama and be like, what do I do? Like, it's too much. I feel crazy. I'm sad, like, and I feel like I have to hold it in because I have to be strong for so many people.
What do you say to people that still don't believe that you were actually shot?
I don't think any of this is for them. Like, it's for me. Like, I know this happened to me. And I'd rather it play out in court and the facts come out and everything comes out than me having to plead my case. And I'm a victim. Like, I'm the victim. Like, I'm not defending myself against anything. Like, something happened to me.
Okay. Anyway, you know what? We're gonna keep it respectful of Miss Pete. She still is victim. What's gonna be had here, and by the way, I'm looking to see the next wave of, you know, if Tory gets found guilty. I've gotten some what I believe is good intel on the strategy if Tory's found innocent. If Tory's found innocent, I hear that Meg's team will go a different route to still get sympathy. Say that the justice system didn't, you know, once again screwed over black women, and said that because they tried to spare Tory in the beginning, just like what happens in many alleged domestic violence cases, is come back to bite them, and that's the only reason why Tory got off. That's what I've heard is going to be the angle. We shall see, though. We shall fucking see. Jesus Christ, this is going on right now. Tory's team is still continuing their opening statements. We should get briefed with it in a little bit. Somebody says Carisha's